5.1, oh, that's why. Approve use of staff time exceeding 8 hours in support of September 12th and 13th Valley Fire Observances. Supervisor Sabatier.
Yeah, thank you for this. Again, love the idea of the 10-year anniversary and recognizing both the rebirth and the trauma and just recognizing all the efforts, the loss, all those things. So I don't have any issues with that. What I wanted to do was, number one, pull this so we can have at least a little bit more of a public discussion, since this was on consent agenda. I don't know enough about what this specifically will be, especially the 13th. There's no details on the 13th. I was hoping to get some details on that. I just learned it might be in Middletown Park in front of the library. And since there was 2 supervisors, I wasn't able to have any of those conversations. But also wanted to provide some ideas, because I do have some concerns about the use of staff to a certain point. Again, this needs to happen. It needs to happen well. So I wanted to at least open up the dialogue of, is it possible to look at Lake County Events, who is an organization that helps prepare and organize events, to help us out rather than utilizing staff? And also just to learn more about the 12th and the 13th.
Yeah, so it's critical that we have staff hours to help facilitate the 2 events. There's actually 2 days of events, and Friday, September 12th is the anniversary. And at that time, at 1 p.m., 1:24 p.m., there's going to be a ceremony, and we have a lot of our leaders from Sacramento coming, from around the Lake Napa unit. We are working really closely with the sheriff's staff and so staff time is really for coordinating those invitations and the outreach, and then helping with the press release. So there's that event. In the evening, there's a community event in Cobb. And then on Saturday, there's an event at the park, and then another event in the evening at the Art Center. So there's a lot of moving pieces, but there is a county role in this. So that's why staff hours are needed. I've been doing it mostly by myself right now, which is not sustainable. So I do need the support and assistance of admin staff to coordinate with the sheriff's office. I don't know that we're going to go over 8 hours, but I just want to make sure that we have the ability to do it correctly, since we are inviting so many of our partners that have supported us over the past decade.
Supervisor Owen?
Oh, I did. Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries. Any other?
And so thank you for that detail, because some of that I was not aware of, especially the evening stuff and whatnot. And I just think it's good to talk about it to the public and for us to know what we're asking staff to be involved with. I'll just say this as a final thing. It's a little weird we're seeing these new things requesting more than 8 hours. I know it's new, and I don't know how that's necessarily coming about. And I know I've also voted against some of these things in the past, but I feel like it's more of, do you want to support this event happening? And the answer is yes, rather than the use of staff. And if we support the event, then obviously that comes along with asking for the help in order to make that happen. So the exceeding 8 hours is kind of a new thing in the last year that I've been seeing, and it's just kind of and I'm looking at the CAO, not sure if it's coming from the office or if it's not coming from the office, but it's not something that we ever saw before, and those rules were always on the policies and procedures. And it comes off a little strange, in my opinion, to ask it in those ways rather than, here's what we plan to do. Do you support us planning to do this? And again, for this one, the answer is yes.
Vice Chair.
Well, not to take a bunch more time, but when I looked at the policy, the ones that I think I've done was because the way I read the policy. So maybe I don't have to request it in that way, but I think the policy kind of outlines that.
All right, I'm going to open it up to the public to see if there's any more discussion from the public we would like to engage in with this. No hands in Zoom. I'll bring it back to the board for either further discussion or action.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the use of staff time exceeding 8 hours in support of September 12th and 13th Valley Fire observances.
I second that.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries 5-0.